It is truly weird to read a comic book about a super character or whatever that I had the first issue that he appeared in. I think it was number 185 of the Avengers, but I'm not 100% sure. I just remember kind of vaguely the cover. Maybe 195. I really can't remember. But Taskmaster in this series is nothing like the Taskmaster I remember. It feels like I'm reading something more by Deadpool, or at least from what I've seen of the Deadpool movies 1 and 2. I haven't seen whatever the newest ones are. This one is actually number 3. It's the second printing. It's got this guy on the front cover, which I thought was Shang-Chi, but clearly it's not. South Korea's mightiest hero appearing in Taskmaster, and it's got a whole page with just Taskmaster on it. I don't know what's going on with modern comics. I keep trying modern comics to see, maybe someday I'll find a comic that was as good as like Super Sons or something I may have read that was more modern than 2011. Okay, so it's not going to be a complete and total disappointment. I'm just letting you know I'm completely mystified that they would take an entire page and put the word Taskmaster on, and that was it. Why? What? Oh boy. And then there are some ads in it, which is good. They at least do this with one page, which, may be annoying to some people, but I kind of appreciate it. It gives you the background of what you miss. Okay. So the Rubicon trigger. Now, in normal Marvel comics, they would do like a whole page of kind of back information, but it would be in comic book form. Now, these are plastic paper, so I apologize for the glare, because modern comic books, yeah. Okay. So the Rubicon trigger number, part 3, Maria Hill is dead. Seems weird, because I could have sworn she was alive more recently. She's in the game I play, Marvel Strike Force. The entire world thinks Taskmaster did it. He's innocent for once, but that's irrelevant. The Black Widow is already hot on his trail, and she won't be the only one. One man believes Tony, which is the guy's name is Tony. First I was like, Tony Stark? Former S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury, and it's not the Nick Fury we're thinking of, it's the Nick Fury from the movies. He's willing to help, but he also wants something in return. But before she died, Hill was working on something called Rubicon Trigger, an old Hammer project. To access it, Fury needs the kinetic signature of the Squadron Supreme director Phil Coulson. There's so much wrong with that sentence. What? The Squadron Supreme I knew of was a superhero team that was basically your Marvel version of the Justice League of America. Agents of Wakanda director Okoye and South Korea's... What the heck? I don't... Alright. Okoye and South... Okay. Division Amy Han. They started with Coulson. Tony got that signature easily, but not before Phil... And I know who Phil is from the movie The Avengers. He's the one who died and they brought him back and something else. Phil called Hyperion. He called in Hyperion. Thanks to a little Argonaut radiation, Taskmaster won the slugfest, but he barely survived. Evidently, Argonaut is something at his kryptonite, maybe? I can't remember that part. And there are 2 Stronghold warriors left to battle. All right. There is a little bit of information on Tony Masters, why he's called the Taskmaster, what his abilities are. If you don't know what his abilities are, basically, he's like monkey see, monkey do. Whatever you do, he can do better. Anything you could do, he could do better. Anything I could do better than you. No, you can't. Yes, you can. All right. He's got some kind of kinesthetic memory where if he sees somebody do it, he can master it perfectly. In the very beginning, we see that he is with a group of some kind of weird cult, and he's talking on the phone to Nick Fury. And he's speaking in Arabic, and they're speaking in Korean. And right there, this is where he shrinks down. I'm like, what the heck? He doesn't have superpowers. He stole the ring from, some kind of ring from Pym Particles, something. All right, so this guy right here, 1, Tiger Division, you're under arrest. So is this guy named Tiger Division? Okay. This guy thinks he has superpowers, goes up against him, and ends up breaking his hand, basically, on his Superman-looking chest, I guess. I guess he's got Superman abilities. He can fly. He's got super hard chest. He's also got the ability to knock down a wall. I guess he's Korean Superman. Okay. So after they arrest him, he's like, I'm going back to the base. But he's got a little stowaway. It's him, and he's using the PIM something. He's going back to their version of what looks like, right here, the Pentagon. Actually, it looks like something from one of those weird, impossible to make buildings. Kind of like the room that you walk up the stairs, but you're really walking down them from a different perspective. And he's got a guy out here that's got like flags flagging him down like an airplane. Okay, that's interesting. That's something I've never even thought of before. But anyway, he's going in there. He's talking to her. It's not much really going on here. It's just kind of a lot of background information. He's no longer accepting Nazi customers because of Baron Zemo. All right. He's hiding out in here. And all of a sudden, warning, mass reduction, unstable, warning. So he's like, oh no. They find out that he's in there because his little thing, I don't know why they don't just have it where he can only be the only one hearing it, like in his ear. But whatever that utility thing he's using, it gave him away. And this guy, he must be their Superman because he even has like, heat vision. All right, so he blasts, but he misses because he gets around the corner in time. He jumps out, and unfortunately, he no longer is small. So while he's trying to get out of there, this girl shows up. Now, I know this girl. She was in that game I used to play called Marvel something. It was some Marvel game. I only liked it because it had a few characters in it I really like that I've never seen anywhere else. Like Arachnite. But she's the White Fox. She looks nothing like the White Fox that I know of, except for the hair and maybe the mask. But this looks nothing like White Fox that I'm aware of. This looks more like something the Wasp would wear. Or maybe the Wasp hand-me-downs. So she's getting in a fight with him. She ain't gonna make it. That punch I saw one time. The Taskmaster, that kick, Iron Fist. It shows you who he's using different things. Captain America used this. Shang-Chi used this. And then while he's fighting, he's studying her, of course. He's like, that's something dirty. I'd expect better. Director, Han. How did you know? So he's not only good at studying your moves to figure out how to use them, he also kind of like has like I've seen that before. That's so and so. That's enough. He's mine. Who are you? No. Here comes the Natasha. I'm dead. So he's really afraid of her. I don't know why, because she ain't got superpowers either. But she's just really good. So the girl's saying, no, you can't just come in here on my base and do this. Well, they get into a fight. Was Amy Han, wait a minute, I'm just now making the connection. Amy Han was also that woman he was talking to. So she's got white hair here. But I think that's Amy Han right there. It said somewhere. Oh well. So while they're fighting, this is something I thought was weird. He uses some kind of thing in his hand, a device, beep. And he's like, they're all sitting around like, why don't we have our powers? What's wrong? And all of a sudden, he uses them to turn them into bombs. So he did do injections on them. They were supposed to get superpowers, but he just used them as a weapon himself. Not quite what they signed up for. Evidently, this sound also affects everybody else except for him because he's got something built into his helmet. So it drops everybody to the ground. Like I said, I don't know if they blew up or not. It just seems like that's what was going to happen. And he's standing over Natasha. He can kill her, but he doesn't. When did he ever have a conscience? Because I can completely remember he didn't care. At least, I know people can change, but he's looking down and he's thinking about it, and he's got his knife, and he just leaves a message. I didn't kill Maria Hill, and runs off. To be continued. Time to go to Wakanda. All right, so I'm just giving you a rough synopsis of what happens. Yeah, I probably won't be pursuing the next issue or the previous issues. I just wanted to see Taskmaster once again. And the guy on the front cover looked like Shang-Chi, but is nothing like him. So, if this is something that you're into, I'm trying to figure out what year this is, because they don't put the little indentsias where they used to be. Let me know in the comments below. I'm just curious if anybody else is into it. It had to be after 2015 because Dr. Afra's over here. 2021. So yeah. All right. Well, let me know in the comments if you're into this old Taskmaster comic. Is he supposed to be a good guy now, or is he supposed to be one of those anti-heroes? He's working for S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. Yeah. But thanks for watching. I know this has not been the most exciting comment, video, whatever. I just wanted to give you any feedback I have about this comic, and I don't have too much. I'm not being negative because it's a modern comic book. I just feel like kind of went nowhere, you know? They give you maybe one more piece of the pie, but seriously, back in the day, this would be like 2 pages in a regular comic book. Kind of just spun our wheels, going really nowhere in this issue. All right, well, thanks anyway, and hope I didn't waste your 10 minutes of your life. In the comments below, let me know if you disagree with me, if this is not a good issue. On a scale from 1 to 5, I'd give it a 2, maybe a 1. It's not good. But I'm pretty sure I got this from the Dollar Comics.